I'm not patient. I eat food in the car. I'm not waiting until I get home. The terrorists win. If you wait till you get home, I got lukewarm food that I paid an arm and a leg for. Fuck that. I'm eating on the tail of my truck at red lights. We're driving 20 miles an hour in this city. Eat and drive on the way home. I'm reading the newspaper, eating a slice of pizza. I don't care. We're doing 15 miles an hour. Who cares? TikTok would have kicked me off already for being unsafe. Right, Sam? And welcome to THC TV with Big T. I am Big T, and we are back. And the new thing recently, we're streaming live on Facebook. Hop in. If you're seeing this on YouTube, you can watch the show live. Stay tuned for drops. One of my pet peeves, I got the camera over there, I got my work phone here. I got many people block me on TikTok and these social medias because they're streaming, hey, I make pizza, right? And then I'm like, hey, you wash your hands? Because most people bring their phone in the bathroom, people use it for personal time. I don't, I got a personal iPad for that I won at a convention, a benefit. You know what I mean? Like, and people, it's the honesty of the situation. And you're touching food and you're on TikTok live, answering comments. I'm gonna take this 91% rubbing alcohol, clean my phone, because my phone's here, but the recipe's here, because we're making cinnamon rolls, medicated, of course, on THC TV with Big T. Birthday episode. I thought about something that I love, and I'm like, we make everything on this show, right, Sam? We make it all. And I'm like, cinnamon rolls need yeast and time to poof and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't got time for that. I gotta do it quick. But we start the show always by eating some candy. Nothing crazy, just a little 100 on a Friday. We're not saying much. There's too many restrictions with social media. I'm just a big guy, over 18, eating candy, grown up, about to make some cinnamon rolls. Now I'm medicated, of course. THC TV with Big T. Let's get into it, Sammy. Right now, I'm buttering the tray I'm gonna use for the cinnamon rolls. We're gonna get into the dough quick. Then once the dough's forming, we're gonna get into the filling, the brown sugar, roll out the dough, cinnamon roll, in the oven. And as it's in the oven, we make the glaze, it comes out, we pour it on. Favorite part of the show, the taste test. Medicated, of course, on a Friday. Yeah, man, anytime I get a gig in Connecticut, like Elbow Room or something like that, I know I always have to pee by the time I get to Connecticut, and that first rest stop, they have a cinnamon bun place. And I get one like clockwork, like, listen, I need that diabetic shock to calm down a little bit on the stage. You know what I mean? Sam, I'll scare him if I go in regular energy telling him I'm not on drugs. You know what I mean? Like, this is me not on drugs and petrified of me bouncing off the wall. So I usually get a little cinnamon roll for a little diabetic shock to head me into the show, which is a little strange for some, but I got too much energy, 2.5 cups of flour on the clean phone if anyone's watching. 2 tablespoons of white sugar. But yeah, man, on a Friday, a couple 100 milligrams, cinnamon rolls. Now I'm gonna do another thing. Listen, I don't drink, man. I can eat a dessert for my birthday, All this white stuff, this is all stuff that I would be ingesting anyway. Not milk, or maybe milk in the Kahlua for the White Russians. This already. That, or, just the brown would be the modern day Molly, which is pretty much meth. If anyone's out there, like, oh, I wonder why I'm staying up for a couple of days. Yeah, it's meth that they call Molly. Unless they changed the game. It's been almost 10 years since I've been in it. So I'm gonna mix that up. This is a pretty quick recipe. I never made these before, so deal with me. It's calling for almost like biscuity, like where you put the butter into the dough, so it's all flaky and buttery throughout. We support women-owned business. I believe Kate's. It just stuck out to me. There was something, the ingredients were clean. It may not have been that European gold, but it's some American gold, women-owned business. We support women over here. My mother's a woman. My woman's a woman. Yeah, we're using all the lines over here. Come on. So now I'm just trying to blend the butter into the fork, fork it into the flour into the butter. Almost this is how you do it with biscuits, for flaky butter throughout. Kerry Gold's the best, the Irish, come on. Need not apply. But the point of what I was saying, anyone see me stir the ingredients as a whisk. Flour is made to use cookie dough, homemade cookie dough. You have to microwave it or cook the flour, because if you eat raw flour, you can get salmonella. And I think it's from like animal waste or something like that. Like a certain amount of like rodent stuff or this is allowed in food, so you can't, when you bake the flour, it cooks it off, So I didn't use this fork. I had to cube the butter. I had to get another butter knife because I don't want to get sick. You know what I mean? Like cross-contamination of some sorts. You just want to squish that butter throughout. And like I said, the yeast is the normal levitator, you know, like to make the cinnamon rolls rise, but we used the baking powder. See how that plays out, but I think it's pressed throughout like it asked for. We will find out shortly. We got a cream cheese frosting that I forgot to mention. If anyone's seen the Philadelphia on the table. Normally, if you're making a cake or something, you have to have it cool down before you can put the icing on. Hot out of the oven, we're dropping that icing on the cinnamon rolls and getting right into it. Burning the roof of our mouth. I don't care, Sam. I'm hungry. It's my birthday tomorrow. It's Friday. I ain't got shit to do, like they say on Friday. We getting hot. Oh, I'm hot right now. I bet you if you went swimming right after you ate, your body processes it and will be leaner. But the government's like, nah, let your body just sit there and freaking coagulate in your stomach. Now we're all looking at me, right? He said just mix it up and then knead it out on the counter. If anyone watching. Oh, flaky dough. And Sammy, I saw the way you gave me that look. Like this buffoon's just pouring milk in there. Like he brought the mixer out. I got the mixer over here, the KitchenAid, to do it by hand. I saw you give me that look. Like, hey, you moved the camera for me to just take the dough and knead it by hand. And I like the way this feels. I think this is a good dough. I'm gonna leave that dough there for a minute. I'm gonna melt some butter, brown sugar for the mixture for the inside, and then roll them up, put them in the tray, oven, icing, favorite part of the whole show, the taste test, medicated of course, THC TV with Big T, Sammy the Bull, Cinnamon Buns, birthday show, medicated of course, let's go. Now listen, I know I'm using horrible ingredients, stuff that's not good for you. I don't drink, it's my birthday tomorrow. I'm making my birthday dessert early or whatever. You ever do the cinnamon challenge, Sam? Yeah, this girl's dad made me do it. It was like the only time he felt tougher than me is when I had a mouthful of cinnamon choking on it. You know what I mean? I remember, I'm like, what a freaking punk. He knew this was gonna happen. The only time he had one on me. Vanilla extract. How's that look? 100 milli deep. We used to medicate it heavily, so this butter I put in there would have been medicated. But then like, you eat it at the end of the show, and you don't see the person cockeyed because the camera guy would have to wait an hour. You know what I mean? Like, it's not an all-day production. So I started eating it before the show. You know, if people watch before, sometimes I start breaking down as the show goes on, as the 100 hits me, you know? So I love that. I love that look, right? Come on. Listen, that's my first time live here, Sam. What do you want? I don't know if this is a rectangle, like, I need it this way, I think. The smell in here. You want a clean blade. Cinnamon rolls. Pop them in the oven. In the meantime, we're gonna make the frosting. THC TV with Big T. We are back. Medicated, of course. Sammy the Bull. Now I'm making the frosting. All right, so we're gonna do about 4 ounces of cream cheese, 4 tablespoons of butter. I was gonna do a different recipe. Fuck it, put it all in there. Kerry Gold, got omega-3s. 1.5 cups powdered sugar. Already used that on the flour. That would cross-contaminate because we live in a world where even the flour got salmonella. Make it make sense. You know that? Did you know flour got salmonella? I think it's from rodents. I could be wrong. Not trying to take down big flour or not, but you can't eat flour without cooking it. 1 teaspoon. Heavy-handed. Boom. I knew I took this out for a reason, Sammy. I want a little thicker. I'm gonna put a little more powdered sugar in there. And there's still lumps of the butter in there. See how it's like, looks like blue cheese a little? Because it's like chunky. This is the butter wasn't too room temperature enough. And you want it smooth before you put it on the cinnamon rolls, which are looking good in there on a Friday. Oh man, we are back. It smells amazing in here. I think they were done before. What's gonna happen? It's gonna get a little caramelized on the bottom. You know, I wanted to do a birthday episode, different than years past. You know, like with all this white stuff out, me rubbing my nose for some reason. On my 21st birthday, I got a keg of beer in a shopping cart and I rode around, pushed it around the neighborhood. I think I ate like 21 E-bombs. Ecstasy was popular back then. You know, I think I started spazzing out at one point on the floor. My dad's like, what's wrong with you? You know? But here we are, you know? We made it to make cinnamon rolls. Medicated, of course. THC TV, Sammy the Bull. Let's get this. The dog smells. Come on, man. You see what we're doing over here? You see what we're doing over here? Still couldn't get a guest. Some on the table by accident, unless there was two there. It's my birthday. Sammy. THC TV with Big T. Birthday episode. Thanks for joining us. The cinnamon rolls. I'm medicated, of course. Let's see if we cheated. No yeast. There's been another episode of THC TV with Big T. We made it. Birthday episode. Breaking the people's death pool since the late 90s. But yeah, now we're going to be here for the long haul. Right, Sammy? More to come. Medicated, of course. Big T. Johnny Cash, Sammy the Bull, THC TV with Big T, Cinnamon Rolls, birthday episode. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.